Boostgate Esports, it seems like they really are trying to target OP down, but that highlight or that exchange we saw in the bottom lane really was something. Okay.
Yeah, lots of deterrence being thrown at that Kadita. The moment you see, yeah, lots of deterrence being thrown at that Kadita. The moment you see it feathered airstrike, I don't care. They just want to take out the ultimate as soon as possible.
Yeah, and the wings by wings towards the Kadita after. Oh, speaking of the Kadita.
One shot! Alright, item list. We need to see the item list. What's going on here?
Bro, that's busted.
That was so much more damage than I thought it was going to be.
It's Genius Wand Rush, and then he also had Rupture with him.
Oh my goodness. And now we get into the next fight as Wactor. Again, he's already revealed all 4 members. And Steed already coming out. Feathered airstrike as well. Kill for Detective Wactor, the final man to fall down as Wadu picks up the skull. 2 for 2 trade.
That shouldn't have been a 2 for 2, but RX stood strong in that bush and got Boxy and Sing.
Yeah, you know what they say about the carry and the claw when it's just a basic attack matchup that we're seeing. When it's just a basic attack matchup that we're seeing, and without the blazing duet, RX definitely could have dealt with him. Oh, but hold on, here in the top lane.
The dive, and he's gone. Electrifying beats just to show who's the boss.
I feel so bad for Identity this series. CFE Gaming have not been letting him play.
Purpose in this church.
Out of range, unable to pick up the most important kill.
Or did the Dark Wave actually land, but there was just not enough damage?
Yeah, again, they flickered in different directions here. Blazing Duet!
It's good enough, 50% of their HP in a mid turret down.
You gaming?
Brother OP, you did not need to enter anymore.
He was...
Detective did the job. He was aight, bro. Okay, fight for the purple buff. Kazooie gets his own.
Oh, they should be able to walk out of here, but now the Feathered Airstrike is being committed as well. The Purify nicely used by Wadu, and he survives the damage despite the empowered autos as he chases them back. Oh no, the mouse turns into the cat. Predator now turned into prey as they hold their ground into the mid lane. Notice that the orange buff is being stolen away as well as getting shoved from the top side. The continuous back and forth. Nobody will give up the territory.
What was that zigzag walk from Wadu that we saw earlier? He was walking side to side and...
Hey, Uranus doesn't walk, he floats.
Oh, he floated zigzag.
Yes, attempting his best rendition of Thriller.
Kazooie couldn't even catch him, not even with Barbiel.
Yeah, they really need to give him a little more like movement speed when he's on Barbiel. I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. It does feel kind of slow sometimes without the Hunter Strike, but now that he's got the BRB as well as the Hunter Strike, things should even up, especially if they're low.
Oh no, that's a Wind of Nature pickup for Sing as well.
I take it back.
So, he might be a bit more confident going in.
Now.
I get it because the Leomord, but I wish he packed Winter Crown instead.
And even so, Boxy is still trying to look for angles. Really good defense coming in from Boostgate Esports. They're really taking advantage of their wave clear due to identity, and even Wacker making sure that the space is going to be uncontested.
Yeah, my guess is because RX, like we saw the mini 1v1s that he's been having with RX, and when it's you're against the carry and it comes to the basic attacks, it's just so hard to win against that. So maybe he's banking on that idea if it ever comes down to that, but does that...
Ouch, ouch.
Ooh,
He's gone. Goes forward with BMI right into the blazing duet and in straight to the electrifying beats. Every ult under the sun, 4 members dead. Didn't even need to do much of my job to make that one happen.
Yeah.
That's the CFU. What a decisive fight.
Boxy making sure that Detective was able to walk out safely too by tanking the turret shots. It might just be it.
There it is. Right at the very end. Unbelievable. CFU, for what looked to be a stalemate, turned it to an overwhelming victory.
CFU survives. And unfortunately, Boostgate from the wild card will now have to say good. Christy herself couldn't ride. It was Detective who did it. It was him all along.
Detective who we thought would be on the Uranus, but no.
Oh.
It was Wadu using it.
I'm so glad he didn't have to go back to like, I have to use Uranus in the jungle. This time, really, really well fought from CFU for every aspect. And of course, he's showing the angles and opportunities he creates for CFU.
And we're looking at M6 CFU to come back, because this did feel very much like it. I'm not just talking about the Joy, because the Joy definitely was a pick during the M6, but the way and the manner that they just executed this game, even though there were some small plays which were a bit questionable, but it looked rather funny because they were way too ahead to make such crucial mistakes, like the one that OP did.
That's definitely one of those moments where it's just like, come on, Detective.
Couldn't you have told me a little bit sooner? I want. It's. Oh, why is it the first highlight? Oh no! Right there.
Dude, he just wanted the participation award. It's just like, I couldn't read it.
I feel like for Opie, those like, man, I don't care. We won. We're still in M7, man. You can clown me all you want, but I'm still here. And he definitely did show up there in the end, eventually getting the double kill, ending it with 5-1-5. I like the Kadita. Once it showed up, I was like, yeah, this is probably the doom for Boostgate, because it was clear. It seems like CFU already knew just how important identity was to every moment that Boostgate likes to play the game. They said, let's just pick and we'll mess up this Forza.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking whether or not, like, after seeing the arenas, maybe lean into, like, yeah, sure, you're giving away the Farsa, but, like, take a Purify, take a Lilia, call it a day, you know?
Yeah. Fortunately, we'll have to say goodbye to Boostgate. But now, we're going to pass on you on over to the stage.
Interview. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for CFU Gaming! A team that has made it out of the elimination match today. And with me here on stage, we have OP and Detective. Hello once again, boys. Let's start with OP first. OP, how do you feel after finally winning a match after losing 2 of your first matches in the Swiss stage?
ខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍ថាវាធម្មតានិយាយមែនបងធម្មតាពួកអីចាំឈ្នះទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងបានរៀងសប្បាយចិត្ត He said that I feel normal because like we just winning or if we continue winning and get to the playoff, yeah, we'll be more happy.
I agree, but you know, step by step, small steps is all it takes. OP, you say you feel normal after winning the match, but how did you feel coming to the match today? Did you feel excited? Did you come with full spirits?
មានអារម្មណ៍ថាឈ្នះនៅហ្នឹងគឺជាបានន័យថាវាគឺជា power មួយសម្រាប់ team ឲ្យយើងមាន កំឡុងប្រកួតនៅម៉ាច់ក្រោយ
For the win today, I have we have more powerful like momentum and continue for the next round.
Yeah, I did see the shift in momentum coming from CFU Gaming, especially just now since we interviewed Z. He said that you guys had a heart-to-heart talk prior to this match. And of course, Detective, we've seen that you have been trying to somewhat adapt to the current meta. What are your thoughts about this?
I'm not really adapting because I can play any meta.
Oh, you don't have to adapt because you can play any meta. Now, if you don't mind, I just want to ask a little bit because just last month we were together in Kuala Lumpur, right? And in that tournament, you guys placed top 2. And coming into this tournament, you guys were a little bit shaky. And based on my interview just now with Poji, he said that it could be due to the reason that you guys perhaps felt a little bit more pressured coming into this tournament, or what is it really?
I think that not really because it has been a long time since the last tournament. It's just that teams in M7 is a lot stronger.
People have been definitely stepping up.
Yes.
You know what, Detective? OP, you guys have survived an elimination match. How about give a thing or two to our Cambodian fans watching at home?
ទៅកាន់អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាដំបងឡើយសូមទោសដែលមួយថ្ងៃមុនធ្វើអត់បានល្អតែក៏ថ្ងៃនេះគឺប្រសើរឡើងហើយខ្ញុំសង្ឃឹមថាស្អែកទៅវានឹងល្អជាងនេះទៀតតែខ្ញុំសូមអរគុណទៅដល់អ្នកដែល
Fan back, you're forgetting us. And, we hope to do better in the next round.
Thank you very much to CFU. Once again, congratulations to Detective and OP.
Well, according to a detective, it's not a matter of evolution and adaptation. They are very ready to do just that. Of course, another prolific win here for CFU Gaming. Still retaining their slot in M7. Great effort once again for Boostgate and a show of love from the Indonesian crowd here, of course, for CFU.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fans being converted here within Indonesia because, again, with a game like that and with a spectacular ending, every ult was able to get a kill. That just feels so good.
Yeah, and I'm loving the confidence from CFU so far because you would have thought that they'd feel a bit more, I don't know, low spirits after what they've been through in the Swiss stage. But hearing from Detective how it doesn't matter what the meta is because he could play any meta, it seems like they're still there.
This Joy was a menace.
Oh, dude, let me tell you about Joy getting with the changes to Genius Wand in particular. It feels so good when you get that first kill. It snowballs so quickly out of control. He got a Holy Crystal like nearing to like 6 to 7 minutes. That's how quick he was getting these items.
Yeah, and that highlight play he did towards the end where he just went in, you would have thought it's too deep in, but he had the winter crown.
Yeah.
And that's where everyone just helped him get out of the turret box. He's standing, taking third shots, and then he just walked out of it safely after getting, what, 2 or 3 kills off of Boostgate Esports. So this Joy had damage that Boostgate could not handle at all. That's not even including the Karita that, you know, missed.
Yeah, it went by way too fast. I like how CFU just leaned into the idea of like, let's end this quick. They were confident. They knew that they could just jump on Boostgate. You had 3 major damage dealers in terms of magic. Yes, I count the Uranus there. So, Brigida, is there something that you'd like to share with us?
I'm trying to look at... Oh, this was that one play we saw earlier where it was just as if that Boxy was looking for a target, but he actually was not. He was just probably getting the information necessary for Detective and OP to go in at the perfect and the exact same time. And that's where CFU Gaming clearly started to start snowballing and getting the advantage again and again. And in this particular moment, I feel like we started to feel how Identity couldn't really activate himself because there was just too much reach from CFU again, and this is saying joining in early on. That was a mini 1v1 that we would call it that they had earlier, but it's still converted into a kill for RX, so it doesn't matter either way. And it's just constant reassurance, I guess, that you get from your teammates that Boxy,
Hey, you're doing great.
all of those, right, that's right. I wish I could hear them say that. It's all these I called them overextensions earlier when they weren't able to really pull it off, but now it doesn't seem to be that way. It seems like every single play that Foxy does is actually rewarded. And this is the CFU that we've all been waiting for. I couldn't press because like it is what is it, as LaFell would say.
Yep,
But
it is what is it.
it is it. For CFU decided to care and turn on.
Again, 3 points. Accordingly to the mid trio pressure, it's just that at the end of it, right? You're hoping for too much. Oh, I'm taking flicker so that Wactor is able to protect me. Your composition is compromised. There's no going around that.
Yeah. Again, that's why I said heading game like deadly. Really could take it please.
Yeah.
But they couldn't. It's with what they drafted into, or more specifically, let's look at how CFU drafted it. They just overloaded all of the options that BJ, I almost said Ticket Truck, Boost Kid had to look at and go, how do we stop this? Who do we peel?
no, because Exy, I don't think you could give him the job of protecting, so definitely that's out. Wactor, you can, but the unbreakable nerf again. I think we felt it in this game because one of the main jobs that he had to do was protect. So whenever there were surprise dives or let's say flickers coming in from either Boxy or even OP, there wasn't enough reaction time, I feel, that you could charge the distance of the unbreakable far enough so you could actually catch these targets or at least deny. There were moments where we did see it, but that was just like one or two out of the many engages that CFU went for.
I mean, if we're looking about participation, right? Team 5
Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret has been destroyed. Is not ready. Initiate retreat has been slain. Shut down. Launch attack. Slain.
Way too hot to handle, got the lethal touch. Pedal to the metal till I'm rising up. We got the energy when you see me, your knees get weak. We run the beat when we unite. Enemies are watching freeze. Go straight for the eyes if you know what I mean. So now we got you hooked. Now we rest as one. No freebies on the bar, but I'll unlock. When I walk in the room, everybody gonna watch us sizzle. Got a crew so hot, no riddles. Hit 0 to 100, no middle. That's right, that's right. Gonna walk in the room, everybody gonna watch us. R to the I to the S to the E.
turret has been destroyed. The enemy has slain the turtle. Our turret has been destroyed. Initiate retreat! Enemy unstoppable!
Brilliant tanking!
Not ready. Our turret has been destroyed. Launch attack! An ally has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret has been destroyed.
Superb control!
Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Our turret has been destroyed. Ult is not ready. Our turret has been destroyed. been destroyed.
Slayer.
Request backup. Slain. Request backup. Your team destroyed a turret. Killing spree. Your team destroyed a turret.
Kill.
Mega kill. Your team destroyed a turret.
Way too hot to handle, got the lethal touch.
Keep moving forward.
remember. So many times I lie in the basement waiting for greatness. No, I won't listen to anyone hating on me and telling me I wouldn't make it. Cause I did everything that they said I couldn't. Caught my footing and I kept the control. I stand for something, I ain't running now. I'm the greatest now, I just wanna make it proud. Don't let me down, don't let it all fall. I've been on the road, accomplished all of my goals, and I ain't gonna let you down. Don't you stop, you're a man of selling good. Don't you stop, you're the greatest from Chanel. You and I, we can make it up the goal. Hang tight, we gonna reach for the greatness. We will always rise, we will never fall. The fire in our eyes will be as strong. Even though we know we're base against the wall. And again, pick your aim, you know that this is coming for the game, cause we ready for the victory. Hands off, I ain't giving up. They say that I finished what they want. I ain't never done. No. So turn it up, turn it up, turn it all the way up. All you get your hands up, all you raise your hands up. Listen to what you feel and say. We gon' turn it up tonight. We gon' turn it up. We gon' turn it up. Way too hot to handle, got the lethal touch. Pedal to the metal till I'm rising up. We got the energy when you see me. Scary, we run the beat when we unite. Enemies are watching freeze. Go straight for the eyes if you know what I mean. So now we got you hooked. Now we rest as one. Ain't right now. No freebies on the bar, but I'll unlock. When I walk in the room, everybody gonna watch us sizzle. Got a crew so hot, no riddles. It's 0 to 100, no middle. That's right. When I walk in the room, everybody gonna watch us. R to the I to the S to the E. Gonna shut down the apps if they're trying to get past me. You can watch us sizzle. We're making this drop go triple. It's 0 to 100, no middle. That's right. When I walk in the room, we rise as one. Tripping, don't know what they're missing till it's us winning. We rise as one. Baby, now you're in the system, dropping to the rhythm. We rise as one. So now we got you hooked. Now we rise as one. Ain't play right now. No freebies on the board, but I let 'em love. When I walk in the room, everybody gotta watch us.
If the sun gets too hot, you can always find me for some shade.
That's right. When I walk in the room, everybody gotta watch us. R to the I to the S to the E. Gonna shut down the apps if they tryna get past me. You can watch us sizzle. We're making this drop go triple. It's 0 to 100, no middle. That's right. When I walk in the room, we rise as one. Got me wild and free. Now watch us stay fly. Doing it
Boom, if I'm not mistaken, also just did well with a DHS. Second turtle of the game. The broken walls allowing Aether to get a more comfortable position against these members of Aurora, specifically that Grok. TNC's nearby, they could go for the full commit in just a bit.
Oh, Dorcas been watching out for
Oh! Flicker in from the tech charge onto Pagu instantly with the blazing doing coming in from Sigmund. The feather airstrike is good as Ven is out of fight. AOG to cut them off. As you can see, that Gear gets into the fight and secures the turtle. Pagu might be the next to fall as a stolen tech charge finds the counter engage to cancel out Sigmund.
clear this. I think he will.
He should be okay. I don't think they wanted to dive the Uranus just yet, but they're setting up for Luna. He does get his ult just in time. He can pop it at any moment. He's waiting for it. The engagement coming in, the lightning form coming in from Gear. He can deal with the damage, but Luna just does not care. Pops the ult early as Aether. Now looking for an opportunity. Electrifying Beats realizes Rosa's too healthy. Not enough damage. They back off for now.
Yeah, there's a Radiant Armor now on Pagu's Grok, which means that the damage of this Joy might just get stunted a little bit, and people might get surprised as to why the Grok isn't going to be falling down quickly. They really have their positioning around that tech charge. Pagu has been on point, has been committing the flickers, maximizing the animation of it.
Really nice movement coming in from Gear, locking him in place. AOG, but Pagu with the CC immune walks out scot-free.
Great movements we're seeing from Aurora. Even though Evil were really decisive in trying to get that kill, they weren't able to get anything out of it. I'm liking the aggression that we're seeing from them. Even though Aurora Gaming are the ones leading in terms of kills, they're the ones who are actually constantly able to steal away the necessary objectives. They're the ones able to convert things so far, taking a turret off of Aurora and potentially might even go for another one here up top, unless Aurora actually are the ones to start things off. But they will play it safe.
What a position that they were in. They could have easily just jumped on to Powerful, but they don't want the counter engage coming in from Evil just yet, right? As we see Ven now baited into a fight that he cannot win. Luckily, the spin light wheel is able to catch two. Buys time as Pagu is going to go right onto Ven. Even Lunar as well with the Ionic Edge finds it with the help of Pagu. Good stuff coming in from Aurora.
Great late entries by Pagu. Again, tech charge on point. Not the big team set, but at the end of the day, it's a kill onto the gold laner. Aether already started off the turtle earlier. Gear and Powerful are here. Can Aether get a kill?
Oh, Rosa, wings by wings. Electrifying Beat's going to be popped a little late here on purpose. Waiting for the opportunity for a Feathered Airstrike as TNC is able to secure it. Oh, the engaging Gear almost good. Didn't catch two. Double flickers were committed though. As Aurora Gaming walk away, they at least get the turtle.
Yep, first objective that goes over to Aurora Gaming, and I don't think they really wanted to look for a fight after that. Qianzi just resumed jungling and did not decide to join in the mid lane. So Aurora were just playing it or keeping it safe after getting what they needed, and maybe now's the time they could just join together, include Sigiboom in their rotations, and have enough damage to deal with Evil.
I think that Evil, especially Powerful, now that he's got the Pauldron already purchased, he's gonna need a little bit of anti-heal. Everybody voiding the anti-heal like it's the plague. No Dom Ices, no glowing wands as well.
Yeah, things might start looking different once they have them locked in. I think he decided to rush the Chastise Ball, didn't really think about the Claude. But the Dom Ice should be coming in just a bit for that God to Tacho while the Valentina, that will be the second item it will build.
I don't think they're going to be able to get the anti-heal in time. Good engagement coming in from Gear, but faster movements coming in from Lunar. Single sidestep was all he needed. As the waves are now getting pushed and pulled consistently, Aurora Gaming is taking advantage of the whole situation, right?
They're probably waiting for the Trinity to come in for Sigiboom before actually trying to look for a fight, so that they're a bit more confident in terms of the damage output that they'll be able to provide, because I think he's lacking just one more before actually completing it. Oh, wait! Oh!
Blazing Duet already coming out towards Aether's side. Electrifying Beast by time. Sigiboom flickers forward! With the help of Rosa, they secure it! That's Aether down! What a catch! Pretty interesting. I like the way that Sigiboom plays, but now Lunar has opened up the entire map, knowing the Gear is alone. Sigiboom gets free auto attacks, but he backs off. There's no reason to fight. 10 seconds until Lord.
Looked like Aether was baited into that, not realizing the state of the map, and in the end, it would be him falling down. 1,500 gold lead here for Aurora Gaming, and this is just as Aurora as he could get with his performance. Great condition, all the conditions checked.
Oh my goodness. How much damage is he doing to Ven? And now Ven popping the ult as well. Wants to take Lunar out, but doesn't have enough damage. Holy Crystal already purchased by Aether as they fight for position over this Lord.
That looked like such a perfect time to use the tech charge, but no one from Aurora was ready to fight just yet. But now Evil are forced under their turrets. They don't have or they do have an idea that Powerful's here. Oh no!
And they catch him. Powerful tries to use the AOG, can't get it! He gets CC time and time again as Gears look for a counter engagement of his own. Maybe anti-CC, but still, they're just waiting it out. They're bleeding them dry, and Aurora wait out the abilities, wait out the timers for a no contest on the Lord. Here comes Aether onto Rosa, electrifying beats as well, cancel out, can't get over the wall!
How could you dash freely in this kind of lineup? There's just so much that's stopping you. That's stopping Aether. And now they're trying to go for the invades and even a kill down bottom on Ven.
Oh, Ven, he's playing it perfectly. Perfect movement. Chunks out Pagu. AOG forces out a flicker of his own as Gear was only able to engage on the front line. Wait, hold on. Powerful. Still catching TNT. Not bad, but for now, what a dangerous game. 3.9k turning into a 4k as mid-tier 1 cracks open.
Yeah, this Grok has been a nuisance. It's so good.
Oh, now you're talking about the Grok.
Yep, and now the tech charge easily set for them. They clear the wave. Tier 2 already put down to 50% as the feathered airstrike just for the siege. This is Aurora Gaming. They really got some tracks under them.
It's only been 11 minutes, but you could feel the struggle, the difference
Oh
in the
my
joy
God.
gameplay that we saw in game number, or the first series compared to now. It's a 0-3 for Aether. Oh, Powerful, does he get out of this?
Might not be able to force use the Revitalize early on as the Holy Shielding down by the mid lane already cracks. This is why Grok is so good. Pagu, he clearly knows his Grok tech with the walls.
Honestly, I think this is one of the best explanations as to why the win rates for Sora and Grok are like this. Like, Grok has had such a high win rate so far in M7, but Sora, I don't think he's able to snatch a win just yet. It's just all highlights that we're seeing from Sora so far.
I think there's a bit of a relationship between Grok and as well as Sora, right? Every time you do see Sora inevitably get let through, Grok usually is one of that pairings that just happens to be left as well.
The trades teams are willing to make here. And Aurora Gaming has been trading well around the map this entire game. 6,000 and climbing. Oh, Rosa!
The feathered airstrike looking for that back line. Sayla losing 50% of his AG. AOG coming in from the help of Powerful. Electrifying beats on only the front line as Yenzi is about to go back into the fight with the Phantom Execution. Takes out Powerful, and the engagement from Gear is good, but Sigaboom is able to get out of the way. With a Trinity, he melts like butter, and now Tenzi gets to play the game for free.
It's fortunate timing there for Evil. I know they decided to want to take the fight because they saw that the tech charge was already committed, but still they could not get the right start to it.
Oh no.
The final push. They're looking for the opportunity as Aether trying to focus on these waves. Same goes for Sayla. That wall is going to push them back, and they manage to get the Crystal still relatively healthy, but the Lord, it's back up in 13. It's going to be one hell of a fight here.
Yeah, and that's such a huge objective taken by Aurora Gaming before the Lord. That's the mid-base turret of Evil. Not even Lunar seems the least bit bothered by the damage that Evil are able to throw out at this point. An 8k gold lead for this lineup.
Dude, I mean, Lunar is having the time of his life. He is literally a walking ward and who's unkillable. He's 3-0-6. He's devastated Gear, and every engagement that Gear has quote-unquote successfully gotten hasn't done much. Look at that. He flickers out of the way, a tech charge, everything thrown at the wall to take Lunar down. The Eclipse is here, and now the sun looks to shine. Feathered airstrike as well as the tech charge gets Pagu out of there. Tenzi, plenty of damage. He's looking for a little bit more, but he has to wait for the waves.
Gear for Lunar, both EXP laners. But do you really want to hand over more gold to Aurora Gaming at this point?
They also get gold for getting killed there onto Lunar, so something is better than nothing, even though you have to give up something for that. I think it's one of those quotes that sound deep but actually don't mean anything. But you guys know what I mean, right?
We get what you mean. We totally get it. Because look, everybody's got like a 1k lead on their side, besides the jungler who's about to turn it into a 3k. And oh my god. Aether, if he can just catch Rosa, there might be some hope. Here comes the Electrifying Beats, no problem. And stunned and died! Just like that! And up here, now switching into all attack, hoping that maybe he can find a trade back as the Lord gets soloed down by Ven single-handedly. 2 missing inhibitors and another attempt coming in from Aurora. Todd's good, AOG even better, and Sayla might have just done it to save this game for Evil. Ven now taking the space forward, looking for as many tanks as possible. Ran out of the ult and must go back to defend the base.
Thanks to the DHS, at least Sigibom is now able to regain everything back. But I think that was a really commendable call from Evil. Them deciding to actually pursue Rosa. It may have been a bit unsuccessful in the beginning, but they were able to finish it off, and that already meant so much for them. Because then, Ven was able to focus down on at least just clearing the Lord for now. And it's not like they were completely unprepared if ever Aurora wanted to still proceed with the fight. You saw that IMU wild charge or tech charge from Sayla, and that forced out so much from Aurora Gaming. Even the flicker from Sigibum, which I think he barely touched this entire game.
Yeah, Evil are definitely within earshot of being able to turn this around. Yes, you're looking at an 8,000 gold lead for Aurora Gaming, but it's within the thresholds of like 50,000. Evil is just about to cross 45, which means they definitely have enough in the tank to turn things around. Although executing that team fight is going to be harder for them. One of the biggest things they need to deal with again is that Farsa. They take that Farsa. Charge. You have to wait for Sigiboom and have an answer ready for you. The good thing is there is already a blade armor on that Gatot Kacha, and there are items set for that Joy. We have felt the damage and seen it. Divine Glaive on this Valentina as well. It's going to be one of the main ways they come back into it. Now, even more so, an additional item for Vet. Get prolific gun.
I think right now it's a pivotal point for Evil, right? Every little bit of gold is actually super valuable to get important items, situational items, like maybe even a Winter Crown. Ideally a Wind of Nature at some point just for Claude. If I'm looking at Ven's item build, I think he's very close to it. No, actually he decides to go for the Malefic gun alongside his Rose Gold Meteor. Interesting. He's more worried about Rosa.
Yeah, and where is Rosa right now?
Silent Assassin, look at him, so far away from the team.
I love this this kind of positioning coming in from Farsas.
Yeah, I think I recall many plays of this with Sanji, just holding the orange bush or the orange buff.
Okay, so it's Rosa going with TNC.
Okay, they're hopping one after the other. Sigaboom, okay, manages to get out there with the BMI. Nothing to be worried about, but look at the... Oh my goodness, stolen airstrike, trying to buy some time as Aether gets back out of there. Powerful must fight, and now the Blazing Duet gets cancelled. Van, he's done it, and now they're turning the fight around. Tech charge ain't good enough, and Sayla, he could fight, but he doesn't want to flicker. He sees Rosa, he doesn't want to do any more than this here. Must hold him as we see base now getting attacked in the mid lane. It's a base race. Evil, they gotta go back. Oh yeah, Sigaboom, I have just done it for the team. BMI to switch places. Flickers. Wow! And there you have it! A clutch base steal! Sigaboom! Well done!
Hand in his pocket, one eye closed, not a lot of tech. The Turk Trigger Man gets the win for Aurora.
Not like that.
Unbelievable. Evil were already on that one team fight that could have potentially turned things around. Ven was doing it. You mentioned it.
What a crushing blow. A crushing blow to Singaporean fans. They all know, all of them, they messed up. They just needed to recall. And Sigabum put that final nail. They didn't even know that it was there. They didn't even see the tip of the coffin.
Yeah, because even Pagu chose to sacrifice himself just so he could at least lessen or reduce the amount of people who could call back to the base. And that was literally Sigibum's decision from that exchange he had with Ven and him popping his mortality and then choosing to not fight anymore, but just seeing the opportunity, seizing the opportunity in the mid lane. This is literally Sigibum. This was all Sigibum's call.
Oh, I believe that was also a winter crown that kept him alive.
Yup. It's so insane when you look at the moves of this game and notice that it already was pushing into the 17th minute when this final sequence finally occurred.
Yeah, there, the winter crown.
And then he BMIs out of there and he runs straight down the mid lane.
He just left everyone and decided to push.
Look at that. It's so beautiful how this all played out. Everything that could have went wrong. And Sigaboom, he even got out of there. Look at Rosa. Rosa was like, I'm going to help you. Realizes they're recalling. Sigaboom, this is all you. We're going to get the Lord. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, because it almost seemed like a slight failed attempt of the flank. None of it mattered anymore.
Oh, it's a crazy moment. So it's time to hear from Aurora to hear what they have to say.
Aurora Gaming finally enters the 2-1 bracket. And with me here, I have with me Pagu, TNZ, and Apex. TNZ left. Oh no. I wanted to sing happy birthday for TNZ because I heard it's TNZ's birthday today. But TNZ left me on stage, so I guess we can all say happy birthday to TNZ.
Yeah, it's actually 1 month ago. It's just written like that.
Oh, it's 1 month ago. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Belated happy birthday, I guess. Okay, now, you know what? Let's talk about the game. We know that now Aurora Gaming has entered the 2-1 bracket. Boys, how are you all feeling so far this M7?
I mean, we are very excited as our previous game, we ended in such a way that I think now we are super hyped for next game.
Yes. Now, we definitely could see that you guys are very, very much hyped, and we could see the composure coming back from you guys. Now, I have a question. In such a very packed schedule, and of course a very tight tournament where we have best of ones only so far in the Swiss stages, how are you guys coping with it? Apex?
Tüm seriler BO1 sürüyor diyor. Hani yani bu sıkı hani şey hakkında ne düşünüyorsun diyor hani.
Bence bu bir yandan iyi bir yandan zor bir şey çünkü kimin kazanacağını gerçekten kestiremiyorsun. En kötü takım en iyi takımı yenebiliyor, underdog'daki takım en üst seviyedeki STR takımı yenebiliyor. Ama ben beğeniyorum.
He said that I mean about BO1, every team can win every team, so it's ki sonra ne dedi? Tamam, başka ne dedi? Yeah, he likes that system because it's like exciting to watch because
Anything could happen, and one small mistake could literally cost your team the game. Now, tomorrow we all know it's going to be a race. Have this tomorrow. You're ending your off there. You guys got on your call or really hard blocked training mode. It's okay. Tomorrow we don't have
oyunuz olacak diyor.
Training, focus to next game, watch a replay if have mistake something like this.
They're very much locked in. I don't think they're gonna be having too much fun going around Jakarta tomorrow because they are locked in and ready for training. Pago, is there anything you want to say to the Aurora Gaming fans that are supporting you guys?
Yeah, I'm really grateful. Like, you guys support me so much, and because of it, we can play so well. Thank you, guys.
There we go, Aurora Gaming's buff. Thank you very much, boys, and congratulations on your win. And with that, to break down what happened in this best of one series, let us show it back to the panel to give us an insight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great to hear from Aurora Gaming, of course, showing their love for all their supporters, keeping them going, their families as well, and they're locked in. Even though it's going to be an off day for all of us here tomorrow, they said, no, we're not going to be thinking about that. We're going to be looking at what we got to fix up, as now they are going to be heading into the 2-1 brackets, and they are now heading into best of 3 territories. But this was a great way to win this. I like what they said about how, I think it was Pagu who mentioned, with how we won today, I like the momentum that we have because that kind of win is going to keep you going.
Oh, yeah.
It feels so satisfying.
But because it's like they were winning the entire time. And then the one time Evil actually felt like, we got one hell of a chance. We're actually doing this. They ended up losing their base in the process. That's how bad it got. But, I mean, when we look at the items, hopefully we get a bigger story here after the MVP. Because, God, give it up for Sigabom here. He deserves all the credit for that final play alone.
Even that sequence he showed us when he was trying to accomplish the base siege all by himself. Because yes, Rosa was around the area, but majority of it was really just him. He was just targeting it. He used the BMI and then the flicker. All those decisions that came into play moments before that and even during that were really just so commendable. And this is why we also talked about Sigibum being such a star player, being such a highlight. And after and despite everything that he's been through, so it's not moving, so never mind. So here we go again, looking at the highlights of this entire game. I think you would agree that it has been majority Aurora controlling the game. There were moments, especially in the beginning, wherein we thought that there could have been a lot more punishable plays from Evil, but I think they were able to somehow carry it out nonetheless, much to a point wherein we thought that there could have been an opportunity for them to eventually turn things around. But because there was just multiple like this from Gear. He was using the Stormbind, but there wasn't enough follow-up, and there were just a bit too much displacement skills that were also readily available for Aurora, so they could just reposition themselves out of it after that. And I feel like Aurora in this game have read the map so well that even when Evil were trying to look for opportunities, similar to what we saw just now in down bottom when they tried to pick off Lunar, they were actually working on other things. And that was something Evil probably did not entirely anticipate. Now this, I feel, was the flip that we were talking about. Rosa and Tianzi clearly coming in from behind.
Yep.
If we were to look at it closely, it didn't feel as if it was entirely working in their favor. Pago was bursted down and then was already finding the right targets, but that